In this video, we are going to learn how fighter jets move on ground, also known as taxi. During taxi, the fighter jet moves by the air thrust power blown from the back of the engine. There are several circumstances as to when a fighter jet will taxi. For example, before takeoff, the pilot will taxi the jet from the parking area to the runway. Then after landing, the pilot will taxi the aircraft from the runway to the parking area or maintenance facility. In order for taxiing, there are a few protocols that are followed. Before the engine is started, the ground crew ensures that aircraft is properly configured by adjusting brakes and positioning the aircraft's control surfaces. Then the engine is started and the pilot uses the power from engine and the jet's brakes to taxi on the runway. Speaking of power, the throttle is used to control the amount of power from the engine. The amount of power provided during taxiing will vary depending on the size of the aircraft, the weight of the aircraft and the condition of the runway. For example, F-35 jet approximately uses 5,500 pounds of thrust for taxiing at a speed of 23 miles per hour on a dry level runway. Most fighter jets use a hydraulic system to power their brakes. Brake pedals are used to slow or stop the aircraft. The pedals are typically located on the aircraft's rudder pedals. Rudder pedals are located on the cockpit floor in front of the pilot's seat. Brakes are applied by pressing down the appropriate pedal, which sends a signal to the hydraulic system to apply pressure on brakes. The amount of pressure applied will depend on how far the pedal is pressed. There is another concept known as differential braking. It is a technique used during taxiing of a fighter jet to help the aircraft turn while on the ground. To perform a turn, pilot will apply more brake pressure to the wheel on one side of the aircraft than the other. This will cause the aircraft to pivot in the direction of the wheel with the most brake pressure, creating a turn. A nose landing gear wheel is used to control the turning of the aircraft. The nose wheel steering system is typically controlled by a hand-operated steering wheel or a pair of rudder pedals. The amount of turn achieved by the nose wheel steering system will depend on how far the steering wheel or pedals are turned. For small adjustments, the pilot may make slight movements with the controls. For larger turns, the controls may be turned further or held in the turn position for longer. By combining the nose wheel steering system with differential braking, the pilot can achieve precise control over the aircraft's movements during taxi. Taxiing is an important part of operating a fighter jet safely and efficiently. The pilot must follow established procedures to ensure that the aircraft is positioned correctly and that all safety protocols are followed during ground operations.